Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. And the count now is 1-1 to Jackie Robinson. Billy Martin ran over to second base.
Never taking shorts because Brooklyn's the borough.
Panic as another manic depressant adolescent stares at death. Now what's left when there ain't no God and a whole lot of pride? It might be a homicide.
Finally, the Ox has come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Ant Ox Unbox. This is the baseball edition. And even if you're not into baseball, I would still advise that you stick around. Maybe watch for some things I might box, some cool stuff I'm going to show off here. Because it's a baseball theme that runs through, but it's definitely not all baseball stuff here. As you can see right now, I'm wearing the Boston Scally Navy Blue Speakeasy. And the Boston Scally Navy Blue Speakeasy, I put a New York Yankees pin on. This is patented Ed Franco here. He came up with the idea because of the navy blue and the pinstripes. And obviously, Boston Scally is not going to make anything sports-oriented outside of the Boston area. So that's another way you can, make a hat your own. So this is my Yankee hat. Obviously, that Big League Chew Boston Scally put out is not going to match Yankee stuff, but I am a New York guy. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, so of course I can represent the Brooklyn Dodgers with my Jackie Robinson jersey on here, the big number 4 too. How could you not represent that? Retired across all teams in the MLB. So obviously I'm going to unbox that Big League Chew a little later, but I got my first 3-hat deal. Of course, I get the 3-hat deal once they stop the free shipping, right? So, but there was a reason why I did it, and I'll show you guys a little later why I decided to still do the 3-hat deal, even though they dropped the free shipping. So I got a couple other cool hats and things to show you. Like any other Ant Ox Unbox, we got to start that off drinking a little drinky drink, right? So, I have here, which I got from up in Cooperstown, home of the Baseball Hall of Fame. I got the triple play from the Cooperstown Distillery. We got the baseball bourbon, the double day vodka, and the American whiskey. So let's take a little shot of that baseball bourbon. Start off the Ant Ox Unbox properly on this rainy Saturday. I don't know why they do baseball in April now. They should just switch baseball and football season almost, because it's so cold and rainy in April that I don't understand why the hell they're still playing baseball. Everything's freaking rained out and everything like that, and it's cold with the season shifting and all that. But here you go. It's a baseball shaped, right? So we're gonna take a nice shot of that. What I'm gonna do is pour it in my Babe Ruth Museum shot glass. My Babe Ruth Museum shot glass I got from the Babe Ruth Museum. That's in Baltimore. Great baseball town. Tough city, great baseball town. The Babe Ruth Museum is the birthplace. It's where he grew up. It's where he was born, actually, in Baltimore. It's the house he was born in. They turned it into a museum. Great museum. It's right across the street from Camden Yards. So if you make the trip to Camden Yards in Baltimore, don't forget to hit that Babe Ruth Birthplace Museum up right across the way. It's a must. Really cool. You go into like his nursery when he was a kid, when he was a baby and everything. Let's do it for a real shot. It's Saturday. Pour that whole shot out there. What I'm gonna do before I take the shot is I'm gonna chase it with a Yankee Pinstripe Pills. Yankee Pinstripe Pills is from Blue Point Brewery, which is 5 minutes from my house here in Patchogue, right on Main Street. Great brewery. This stuff is in Yankee Stadium. You can get it in the tri-state area. So we're gonna just launch do this baseball bourbon shot, chase it with some Pinstripe Pills. Oh yeah, loving it. So up there in Cooperstown, they have a lot of breweries. They got the On the Gang Brewery, they got the Red Shed, Council Rock. And they also have the Cooperstown Brewery, which is like a baseball themed brewery. And I just wanted to show you guys a beer I had gotten from them in 2020 when Jeter was inducted into the Hall of Fame. It was a limited edition run they had. It was a beer called the Captain. So they do releases like this. If you're a fan of another team, the guys getting into the Hall of Fame that year, they will release a beer like that. One more thing before we get to the hats with the Unbox. We gotta do a cigar, right? We gotta show a cigar at least. So what I was able to get, and I got it from this spot, elcigarshop.com, came like within 2 days. It's really what held this up because I was really waiting for this. Is the Dominican Big Leaguer cigar. That is a cigar shaped like a baseball bat from the Dominican Republic. Comes in this awesome case. Cigar baseball bat. I mean, how am I going to smoke this thing? You know, I'm going to smoke it. I ordered a second one. And it's coming, so how could I keep this and let it age for a while and look at it like a collector's item, and I'm going to smoke the other one, you know, and I pair it up with something. So, without further ado, let's get to the hats. This first hat I'm going to unbox now. Came in the other day, actually. It's from a new company called Classic Scally Co. And Classic Scally Co. is a new company up in the Boston area, started by Dave Russo, who's a comedian up in that area. Dave's a cool guy, very communicative with me. They're a small company. They got about 4 or 5 hats that they're sending out now. Good quality stuff. So I ordered it on a Monday. It shipped on Friday because I guess as a smaller company on Friday, they ship everything together. This hat is a polyester wool blend. You can get your exact size, so I got 58 centimeter. You know, again, up in the Boston area, this is another company. The inside of it, this one's called the Raider. Okay, I got the Raider. The inside of it is that really nice interior, like that BSC pub, or like the Scallywags Heritage Apparel Company that's up there that Dropkick Murphy supports, that I did an unboxing of. Classic Scally Co. Really nice buffalo plaid, gray and black. It's called the Raider, so I'm fitting this into my baseball theme because I'm in Patchogue Medford out here, and my son is on the Patchogue Medford Raiders junior varsity baseball team right now. So we're the Raiders, even though this is more of like a Las Vegas Raider color. We're more like a black-red. This hat. One thing about this hat, okay, is, you know, I like to keep my single panels on my flat caps like this, right? So I'd like to keep it like this, a little tilted in the front, flat. I bent this one a little bit. I really don't bend hats to do anything to them. When I steam them, I don't do anything. I kind of cringe when people do it, but everybody's got their own thing, and I understand why people do it. I might steam a hat if it comes on with a wrinkle or something, but with this hat, you can wear it like this, like I wear it, or if I want you to notice this front, how it pops up, right? I wear it like that. So see how small that front is? Or you could simply wear it like this. If you wear it like that, you see how much more that front, how that front pops up like that? So a lot of people wear it like that style, right? Where you have that front bigger like that. But I do this, where I shrink that front and I tilt it like that, right? This is a very, very quality cap. Love it. Like it even better than the Scallywag Heritage Apparel, because Scallywag Heritage Apparel has like a band inside. So well made, but it's so comfortable when you first put it on. It's got like this inner band that annoys me a little bit after a while. This kind of just floats like a Boston Scally. Every single one of their 5 designs is dope. I mean, they got one called the Anthem, the Causeway. This has nothing to do with baseball, even though I associate it with the Raiders out here. It's the Raider cap. It is more about the, you know, the fighting spirit in Boston, you know, the revolutionary spirit in Boston. The Raider is why they named it that. But as far as like pins go, so my son's on the Raiders, and when they go up to Cooperstown, actually, they trade pins at 12 years old. They go up and trade pins, so I'm like, you know what, that's where I got that Yankee pin for the navy blue speakeasy. My son's got a whole book of pins, of baseball pins. So I went through there. I'm like, it's got to be a cool Raider pin in there that I can stick on this cap when I go to his game, right? So PM Raiders. It's got the skull in the middle. And that I'm going to probably stick on this cap for one of his games. Just stuff like that I like to do. Before I get to the Boston Scally, I just want to give a big shout out to Bob Ripperdan. Bob Ripperdan was wearing a Hannah hat, and I was like, Bob, that's a dope lid. Bob's like, DM me. So I DM'd him. Bob's like, it's yours. I'm sending it in the mail to you. I said, nice, bro. Why? He didn't like the inner liner on this cap. This is a summer cap, a Hannah hat, linen, and very breathable for the summer months coming up now. I'll never pass up a Hannah like that, especially one for free. Big up to Bob Ripperdan. This hat is going to breathe in summer. I like it. I always love the way the Hannahs stick up a little bit like that, and they really get that nice flat cap flow going to it. Nothing like a Hannah. What Bob didn't like about this cap, and this is a little wrinkly, I might steam it, he didn't like the inner liner. There's a lot of inner liner in this cap, and I don't know if you guys have Hannahs that come with so much inner liner. What happens is it was bunching up on him, he said. So I put it on and I said to my wife, what do you think about this? She goes, nice. What's that freaking bump on the top of your head? I said, what are you talking about? What it was the liner bunched up, and it was like a bump here underneath. So I know what you're talking about. So I kind of just gotta run my hand through it like here, flatten it out, and then I stick it on. Make sure that line is not bunching up underneath. But otherwise, really nice Hannah hat. Definitely going to sport that in the summer. I'm probably going to be taking a picture of me howling out the moon like Bob does with this. Right? So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to... Anybody do this when they get it? The Boston Scally. Boston Scally is always going to be my thing, guys. I know we all dip out to different things. It's like Classic Scally Co., Hannahs, Funky Brims. Chris is coming out with his new line. I can't wait for that. An original Funky Brims line. But Boston Scally recreated me in my style years ago. And it's just, the way they do it, it's just, I don't know if it'll ever be replaced. I don't know if anybody could really pump out hats the way they do. I mean, sometimes quality versus quantity. But these three caps I'm about to unbox right now. Let's do it. Obviously, the first one, keeping with the baseball theme, is the Big League Chew. Okay? Couldn't pass this up. I mean, nostalgic Big League Chew reminds me of that scene in the Sandlot where they're having the real chaw and they go on the ride and they throw up all over everybody. And Big League Chew, everybody's nostalgic about it. It's been around. It's not gone anyway. You go into Dick's, they got bins full of them. I always got it for my son every Little League season. He's a little bit outgrown it now, though. But still, that nostalgic Big League Chew inside of a hat. It was almost like one of those deals where I didn't care what the hell this hat looked like. I was going to get it. I will not wear this hat forward. I don't want to diss anybody that's going to wear the hat forward. I mean, Anox, come on, man. I'm wearing this backwards. I'm showing that Big League Chew sign. That's why I wore the Brooklyn jersey. I got a couple other jerseys, too. USA ones, this and that. A Cooperstown one that this will match. I'm wearing this backwards, guys. With my Brooklyn Dodger, Jackie Robinson. And that's how I'm sporting it. That's what I'm doing. You ain't going to catch me like this. You're just not. I mean, it ain't too bad now. Look at it. It's not too bad. You know, when I'm driving, whatever. This one, gotta wear it backwards. Those other ones I just showed you, no, I'm not wearing those backwards. This one, I'm wearing this backwards. Certain ones I do, certain ones I don't, like I always say. But the Big League Chew, I mean, what really sold me on it was not the gum. The gum they throw in there and they charge $55 for the hat. Like, you're going to charge $3 extra for the gum. Like, just don't put the gum in there. And I know it ain't the China tariff thing right now. Yeah, it's causing that. So, but it's this. It's that dust bag. You know, a dust bag that looks exactly like the gum. This is a dust bag I can't hang, though. It doesn't have the strings, I don't think. Yeah, no strings, so I can't hang it. So I'll just have to find a spot for this where I put the hat in it. But just, they get me on these things, man. I'm a sucker for that stuff. You know, like, so cool. I mean, you're going to come up with a thing like that. You got me on that. You know what I'm saying? So, having said this, and I got the pins too. This is a new thing they're doing, making you buy multiple pins by putting sets out. So you can't just get the one pin. And to charge more for it. Whatever. You know, I got them. I'll stick them on here. The other thing is the 3-hat deal. Everybody's complaining about it. They took away the free shipping. With the 3-hat deal, I don't know if anybody has PayPal credit. Okay. So PayPal credit actually just made a change too. PayPal credit, if you don't have it, apply for it. Right? PayPal credit used to be any purchases over $99, 6 months interest free. Not a dime on it, except for your minimum for your bill. 6 months interest free on any purchase is $99 and over. So I used that for a lot of things in the past. So they changed it to $150. They changed it to $150, and then Boston Scally now took away the free shipping. So guess what that means? I know it's not always about money. I was talking with John Miller. It's about principle with him. I get it with the free shipping. But, you know, for now with the shipping, the 3 hats brings you over $150. So you could do the 6 months interest-free PayPal. So, you know, it's like the whole credit thing. Like, I'm not going to use my money. My money's sitting in the bank. I'm going to use PayPal's $150, buy my 3 hats, and I'm not going to have to pay a dime of that without any interest for 6 months. So you guys who buy and sell, man, you could buy the 3 hats, sell them for a profit, make money on it before you, 5 months before you even pay PayPal a dime on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to work systems and things like that. And that's kind of how I pull these hats off. I mean, I'm comfortable in life right now, though, so I'm not in a situation where I'm in dire need, like I got to pull strings to get hats. But, you know, you always want to do things in the best, most financially responsible way that you can. So I thought that was a good deal that I would share with everybody. So I chose 2 other hats. And to reveal the first hat that I chose, and this is a hat that came out that I was struggling about buying or not. I didn't know if I liked it at first, but when I saw everybody wearing it, that's right, when I saw everybody wearing it, I said, that hat's pretty dope. It actually is, and I couldn't pass on it anymore. I was having nightmares about it. The Norman Rockwell tattoo hat. I got this shirt, got the sleeves off it because it's Taz. I got this shirt from Redbubble. A lot cheaper than buying their hoodie, which was sold out. I was having nightmares. Should I buy it? Should I not? Honestly, really, but I finally did. And what sold me on the hat, and here is that inner liner with the Norman Rockwell painting the tattoo artist, was my grandfather. It reminds me too much of him. See the sailor getting the tattoo? My grandfather was a sailor. And I like it, man. I really do. On people's heads with the... I'm rocking this. You know, like Ed Bruley. I got it. So... my grandfather used to tell me stories when he was a sailor about he used to go down the Bowery, which is a neighborhood in Lower Manhattan, New York City. And down in the Bowery, there was a guy named Charles Wagner. Charles Wagner used to give out quarter tattoos. He would do sailors' tattoos for a quarter each. My grandfather was sleeved in them. Arms, legs, sailor, just like I pictures one with the hat on like that, like this guy. You know, pirate ships, naked mermaids, hearts with mom, names, this, that. So he used to be like, yeah, Charles Wagner used to tattoo me. And Charles Wagner was the inventor of modern tattooing. You know, back then it's like, whatever, Grandpa. You know, I Google it. Charles Wagner was the inventor of modern tattooing down in the Bowery in Manhattan. And he used to tattoo my grandfather, quarter a piece. Got this, big up the Pinheads pins. That tattoo machine, Charles Wagner invented that. You could look it up. Go Google it. Charles Wagner invented that modern day tattoo machine. That era was the inspiration for this painting, which came out with this shirt and this hat. Of course, I got tats as well. I had to do it. Big up to the people who wore this. showed me and made me realize how nice it was. So it was really a homage to my grandfather. And he used to joke around because he was in the Navy, but he was stationed in McAllister, Oklahoma, where there's no ocean. So he used to be like, yeah, I was stationed on the USS Neversail in McAllister, Oklahoma, man. And we would never forget when he would joke about that. So this one's for you, Grandpa. The tattoo. I got it with the outfits going now. Great. So because I ordered it late, I didn't know if I was going to get the dust bag. But lo and behold, baby, they gave me that dust bag. And that's awesome. So there was a third hat I had to get. And I also got the tattoo sheet. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but cool to have. The third hat that I got is a hat I've had my eye on for a long, long time. And I just didn't know when I would pull the trigger on it. But I'm like, well, you know what? 3 hat deal. Is the 5-panel, the brown herringbone 5-panel. The only 5-panel I have otherwise is the Limerick. And the brown herringbone 5-panel, I've seen on a few people, loved it. A little bit dressier, with the button on top. I couldn't find it though. I went on Weston Scally's site and I'm trying to find the 5-panel. And you can't find it. When you scroll through, you can't see it. You can't find it. You have to actually type in the search engine 5-panel brown herringbone. Then it comes up. It's almost like they're hiding it there, or they forgot it was there or something like that. But this is a dope cap. Always thought it was dope. It's gonna go with a lot of dressy brown stuff that I have. No pins on it, right? So it's gonna be like, one of those things that I dress up. Super comfortable. Great style, rare style. The brown herringbone. The 5-panel rather. So thanks a lot. This is probably the longest Unbox unbox. I know I was putting up those things, those AI pics and everything like that. It's getting really cool, really exciting. I ordered something that's coming that's it's pretty cool. And you guys are going to see me with it, wearing it on those pages pretty soon. Big ups to everybody. Thanks for listening to all my bullshit. Let's go Yankees. Later.